What's going on, Gavin? Takumi? You redeemed the ping pong ball after somebody bought the Seth Hernandez for $24,000. I like the move. Feel like that's the play. People see the card, they'll get even more excited about it. What do you think, Takumi? Redeem the ping pong ball. I still haven't seen any of them actually redeemed besides in photos that Topps has put out. Oops, need to get the box cutter. Then I'm going to make a couple of spots available. We pulled it for him. I guess was that before you were breaking with us, Takumi? That was last year's Bowman draft. Speaking of, I am in the process of trying to get enough of 2024 Bowman draft that I can run some kind of a Bowman draft break during spring training. So if anybody knows anybody who's willing to sell any Bowman draft 2024, let me know. The Kurtz, Connor Griffin, Carson Benj class. I want to get some kind of fun break going on with that. I was able to pick up one hobby box so far for a little over $1,000. So trying to add something else to that so we could have some fun in about a month when spring training starts. All right, let me make available the leftovers from tonight's break. Then I'll check to see if there's anybody who still hasn't paid. We had 8 total players left over today. Ooh, wrong button. So if anybody wants to pick up the leftover lot, it is 8 players, all non-firsts. Aiden Miller, Brody Brecht, Bryce Cunningham, Jackson Wiggins, Josua Lugo, Cash Mayfield, Luke Dickerson, and Malcolm Moore. Gavin Killen ping pong ball redemption is listed on eBay for 23. If the Seth Hernandez went for 24, 23 honestly doesn't seem like a ridiculous price to post it for. I don't think it'll do 23, but that's not a bad price to put out there to start a negotiation. Mike grabbing the leftovers. Mike, you got it. Some kind of weird announcement in the Houston TCU game in the background. What's going on, Roomex? All right, let's choose our boxes. We have 2 hobby boxes, 1 jumbo box today. I have this break running again next Wednesday. Then I think after that I might play around with formats a little bit. Maybe do some other kind of mixer. I won't be able to list that there are mega boxes in the mixer, but maybe potentially I'll drop it in the item description and try and get some mega boxes and add them to a break sometime in the not too distant future. eBay still doesn't let most people break retail products for whatever reason. So let's see, Gavin Killen, that's out if the cards. Let's see. I feel like a ping pong ball is a nice payday, but not something you'd want. I mean, it's definitely fun. I mean, it's a 1 of 1 from the first release of a player, has the thing that got them onto the team that they ended up on. So maybe for a fan, it's like a fun thing to own. But yeah, I would definitely say it won't do the same thing that a super fractor would do. But I mean, I still think it definitely holds a lot of weight, especially with the autograph on it. I was not surprised to see that 24,000 sale as as far as I know, the first public sale of any of those at a pretty good price. All right, let's choose our boxes. So starting with the super boxes, number 1, 2, 3, or 4. First person to list a number in the chat can choose our super box, and then we'll choose our 2 jumbo boxes. Number 4, Lucas, you got it. Lucas, do you have Killen tonight? Is that part of what you were saying there? All right, there is our super. Then we have 5 hobby boxes to choose from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next person to list a number between 1 and 5 in the chat, next 2 people can choose those boxes. Looks like we're chasing Gavin Killen for Lucas. Let's see, 2 and 3 it is. 2 and 3. This is a fresh box of hobby boxes that we're pulling this from. It is still an order of 10. So I have not technically opened a fresh case yet because all the boxes I've opened so far came in boxes of 10 direct from Fanatics. So I don't know if we're guaranteed a case hit, or have a chance at multiple case hits. DA Codeman came in a little late with number 1, so we're ripping 3 for Gavin and 2 for Takumi. I think this is number 3 that we're opening first, so Gavin's box going first. Let me just double check to see that there's nobody that hasn't been paid for on eBay, and then we will get started. Yeah, let's get things going here. All right, everybody, good luck tonight. Is there anything that's gone on? I feel like I haven't really looked at any baseball news in the last couple of days since I ripped on Sunday. I did see lots of fun stuff coming out of Mets camp in terms of Peralta doing his first interviews as a Met. Seems like he's excited to be on the team, like legitimately, not just saying it for a good soundbite. Sounds like he gets along with a lot of the guys on the team and has known them from previous seasons. Any other transactions that have happened in the last couple days? All right, starting things off, skimming through the paper. That all goes to the paper lot unless there's any color paper, which there is not in this one. Starting off our chromes with Orion Waldschmidt, Kane Kepley, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, first rounder Marcus Phillips, our first round chrome of the day, Matthew Miura, Ethan Conrad, another first rounder, Billy Carlson, prized prospects insert, Mason McConaughey, our first refractor, and Antonio Jimenez. Let's see. Yeah, I'd love to rip some Carson Benj. We'll see if Benj starts the season at the major leagues. It seems like that's what many people are expecting at this point. I feel like that might be a bit aggressive still, although if it's not him, I'm not sure who's in right field. I know he signed like Tung-Che Chang. I don't know if he's getting a realistic shot at that starting job. Mostly announcing spring training invitees so far. Oh, yeah, I haven't even looked at that yet. We have a blue coming up, Blue Wave. Wouldn't mind if that is our first auto. And it is Blue Wave, Riley Quick, number 69 of 150, Blue Wave auto. First auto of the break is number 250 of a first-round pitcher. Thomas White, Jack Gurevich, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, Ty Harvey, Tyler Bremner, Michael Salina, Eli Willits on the draft night insert, and refractors of Arjun Namala and Yosuar Gonzalez. Any big names from Bowman Chrome getting the invite yet to spring training? Major League spring training, that is. Jesus Madej. Nice. That's exciting. Since it sounds like I'm probably going to go to the Brewers game in Arizona, get a chance to maybe see Jesus Madej. Double color paper here. That's not bad for a hobby box either. Maybe we're going to have a nice box here. Starting off with one of the guys that I was thinking about when I was asking if he made a major league camp, Rainiel Rodriguez. And then that's a blue number 45 of 150 and a green behind that. Color match Tommy White on the A's card, numbered 56 of 99. So a couple of interesting Bowman Chrome players getting pulled with paper hits. Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez Chrome, Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodice, Johnny Slawinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Kason Cunningham Axis, Quentin Young Jr. His uncle is not in the break with us tonight, or at least did not buy his spot tonight. Is Pena in camp also? Luis Pena, that is, of the Madej and Pena duo. Fun color match there for Tommy White. Looks like no color in this one after a run of a couple packs in a row in the first row, which means that it looks like this box is going to have a different setup than the first case or whatever it was that we had, which had all of the autographs in the second or third row. We have a Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, Dante Nori, Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Dax Kilby prize prospects, Jackson Wiggins, and Sebastian Walcott refractors. So there's a refractor for you, Mike, with the Jackson Wiggins going to the prospect lot. Pratt invited, not Pena. Okay. I mean, he is still like 18 years old, so I guess that's not super surprising. We have a green and an X-Fractor coming up here. The green is not an auto. Gage Wood, number 80 of 99. So green chrome and green paper out already. And Yandel Ricardo on the X-Fractor. Tim Piacenton. Ike Irish Chrome. Cameron Maldonado. Dax Kilby. Jefferson Rojas. Zach Root. Our Taco Bell friend. JD Dix. Shitaro Mori on the Axis Refractor. Is the owner of the Shitaro Mori spot in the live stream tonight? In the break room, we have a Johnny Farmello refractor and a Spencer Jones refractor. There's Farmello and Spencer Jones. Dax Kilby getting on the board for the second time, actually, with his insert on the board already. No, the Shitaro Mori owner is not in the live stream. Put the gauge up to start. A couple of nice pitcher hits. Max Ballou starting in chrome. Joseph Zerwa, Tyson Lewis, Dominic Reed, JoJo Parker getting on the board. Aiden West, Devin Taylor, Zaire Hope, Axis insert, Gavin Fine refractor, and JD Thompson refractor. I saw Brian yesterday pulled a Devin Taylor Aqua number to 199 refractor. Nice hit there. Gavin Fine, see how he settles in Washington this spring training. Bunch of good first rounders on the board already. Devin Taylor auto is interesting. Was it? I didn't notice what the signature looked like. We have a true blue. If we could start off with 2 blue autos tonight, that would be nice. The true blue is just a refractor of Caleb Wing on the color match, numbered 57 of 150 for the 121st overall pick. Theo Gielan, Dean Livingston, Teron Lorenzo, Dean Moss, Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar, and James Ellwanger. Charlie Condon on the prize prospects, Cade Anderson and JB Middleton getting refractors. So a couple of nice refractors on the board already, with Fine and Cade Anderson already getting refractor hits in box 1. And Caleb Wing with the blue Cubs jersey on the card, getting a blue refractor. Nice looking card there. Put that one up in the display. Got a trio of nice pitcher cards already. Unique, hard to describe, his own font. That's funny. Well, good for him in the originality. Still only 1 auto out of this box so far. Bunch of color out already. We have an X-Fractor coming up in this pack. I don't think there are X-Fractor autos, and it's not. Nate Sneed on the X-Fractor. Josue Briseño Chrome, Malachi Witherspoon, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, Felnin Celestin, Gavin Killen on the board, Sean Episcope, Jesus Madej on the Axis insert, Sean Youngerman, and Shotaro Mori refractors. Takumi, is it the Mudcats that's close to you? The Carolina Mudcats, or is there a minor league team that's closer to where you are in Virginia? Or I think somebody might have said they're not the Mudcats anymore. Ooh, gold maybe in a refractor, and then a purple behind it. Let's see. We have a Prize Prospects first refractor I've seen here. Dax Kilby, nice one, 5 of 50. Gold Kilby in box number 1, and behind that purple is still not an auto. Hagen Smith, number 148 of 250. Ryan Sloan Chrome, Colin Yeaman, Carlos Legrande, Billy Carlson, Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, early refractors. Let's see. Have I pulled a Merino Royals card? I have not on my channel. Brian has on one of our eBay breaks. So if she breaks, our other breaker on our site has pulled one Merino. I think it was a green, if I remember correctly. I did not see it pulled, but he showed it to me afterwards. And I think it might have been in his first break of the product. It might have even been through one of his Facebook breaks, if I remember correctly. All right, 3 more packs, 2 more autos to go. So our last box had a lot of autos in the last row. I guess that's going to happen again in this box, or box case, whatever we want to call it. We have an auto of Cooper Fleming. Brian sent me a picture of a Fleming auto last night. I never realized that Cooper Fleming was not a pitcher. Certainly looks like he's pitching on this card. Do we know if, I guess it says his name on the back of the jersey, so it can't be an error that way, like the Jackson Merrill issue of a couple years ago. Nice signature on his card. Cameron Nelson Chrome, Kyson Witherspoon base Chrome, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez getting on the board, Josh Kuroda Grauer, AJ Russell, and James Tibbs, JoJo Parker Axis, Cam Caminiti, and Yoandy Morales Chromes. So 2 autos out, Riley Quick and Cooper Fleming. And a bunch of our big chase first rounders on the board already, either in chrome or refractors. So a lot of people getting a little bit of something in box number 1. A lot of pitcher hits so far. The Fleming photo is super interesting. Was he a pitcher in college? And they, okay, he is a shortstop pitcher. Bobby looked into it. Let's see. KO's pulled you 2 in the same box, number to 50. Wow. All right. Let's see if that's going to be another auto or if we're going to have it in the last pack. Looks like it's going to be in the last pack. Pico Cone starting things off. Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, couple first rounders, another first rounder, Mitch Voigt, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Dax Kilby, getting a lot of cards tonight. In action insert of Kilby, Michael Olavito, and JT Quinn. I feel like we did pretty well hitting a lot of firsts in this first box, refractor-wise. Voigt, Hammond, and Yost. Adding chromes. In high school, he was both. And what is our third autograph going to be? Speckle. I think that's numbered to 71, so we might get a couple of low-numbered autos in this one. It is Titan Gray. I like the way he signed this. It's definitely unique again, like we were saying about Devin Taylor. The T-G- I assume that's a Y. Number 35 of 71 for the Tampa Bay, I believe, 3rd-round catcher. Rock Ruggio starting off the chromes. Cody Bowker, Leo DeVries, Jake Monroe, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins, Kevin McGonigal prize prospects and refractors of Alfredo Duno, and Matt Barr finishes off box number 1. Not bad, getting 2 autos numbered 150 and below. I don't know why I put that one in there. Love Matt Barr, but that top loader is for Titan Gray. And that will go up in the middle with the Riley Quick. Off to a not bad start there. Let's see. Josh Owens' card is a shortstop pitcher too. I'm gonna have to take a look at that one. Is he listed as a shortstop on the card? Would be fun image variation if they use the undocked photo of prospects. I'm trying to think now. I guess it's always a different photo of them in their college uniform, or I don't know if they've ever had. I don't know if they do SPs in high school uniforms. I think they probably just don't include them in that SP set. Or maybe it's just a regular image variation for those guys, not a college variation. Are the college variations still selling as well as they were last year? I know they did really well. We pulled, I think, a couple Kurtz and a Braden Montgomery. Let's see. Elway was drafted by KC in 79 too. Hope they make that card next year. Elway was made as a Yankee. Yeah, Elway was made as a Yankee, and that was in the 2024 Bowman draft product already. DA code, man. Let's speak some Nines color into existence. We have had a couple of nice Nines pulls, so wouldn't mind making that continue. Starting off box number 2, we have George Lombard Jr. I think we had him in the last box too. Schubert, Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez, Kaysen Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, Steele Hall. So getting some new names in this one. Like to see that right off the bat. Axis insert of Yoswar Gonzalez, Chase Shores, and Christian Fouch refractors. Yeah, the Elway was a fun chase last year. We actually pulled a few of them. I think I pulled 3. So we did pretty well on Elway last year. I think 2 were base and 1 was numbered. I don't remember what the numbered was. Just imagine the most prospects, especially recent draftees, are photoshopped since they probably haven't played. Yeah, I think you are definitely correct. Jacob Reimer starts off pack number 2. Landon Harmon. There's Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin, Sean Episcope, Tate South the scene on the board for the first time, Corbin Dickerson, Eli Willett's second insert, Johnny Farmello, and Riley Quick refractors. I think we had refractors of both of them in box number 1. So let's see if that means we're going to see a lot of repeats in the refractors. Let's see. Has there been a Mahomes Detroit Tigers card? No. I didn't even know Mahomes was drafted by the Tigers. There should be a duel of him and his dad. If they're going to do that. I think his dad was drafted by the Mets. No, wait. He was drafted by the Twins and then traded to the Mets. We have a purple coming up. That is not an auto. Landon Vidoric. Dodgers getting a number 13 of 250 purple. For the Vidoric spot, Yandel Ricardo, Nate Snead, Ryan Sloan, Colin Yeaman, Jake Cook, Luis Pena, Cody Miller, Sky Blue Chrome of Travis Sikora, and Chromes of McConaughey and Brady Ebel. So I think that's the first Brady Ebel refractor. We think we had a Mason McConaughey on the board already in box number 1. Sikora and Vidoric getting color. Mahomes was selected 1,120th as a pitcher in 2014. Seems like he made the right decision for himself, despite being on the shelf right now. We have Paper Blue and Teal Wave coming up to start this one off. Blue Paper is a color match Mike Sirota, Fun hit there, numbered 127 of 150. And the teal lava is a big one. JoJo Parker, 191 of 199 auto. We might have our hit of the break. That is our second JoJo Parker auto in the last couple of weeks. Numbered 200 or below. We pulled the blue wave numbered to 250, to 150. And now we have the teal lava, I believe. Numbered 191 of 199. Might be the hit of the day. JoJo spot, I think, went for under $100 today. So that's certainly going to be a nice return on that spot for whoever has JoJo Parker. Now we need a Willits auto. I don't think we've pulled a Willits auto yet. Sirota, nice card there. In retrospect, not knowing a ton about Sirota last year, when I was looking back at our breaks from last year, we pulled a lot of Sirota ink. Finishing off the pack that we just started with the Parker, we have Legrande, Billy Carlson back on the board, Tim Piastinson, Ike Irish, Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Dakota Jordan, Ike Irish Axis, and refractors of Arjun Namala and Slade Caldwell. So we are off to a fun start tonight. Who picked this second box? Who do we have to thank for that one? This box was Takumi. We have you to thank for seeing that one tonight. Thomas, congrats on the really nice JoJo Parker hit. I like his signature a lot too. Ooh, looks like we have a nice refractor in the back. Starting the pack off, we have a Braden Montgomery Chrome, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, Jack Gurovich, Max Clark, Mason Morris, Eduardo Tait, Seth Hernandez Draft Night, Jackson Wiggins, and Jamie Arnold refractors. Nice hit there for the 13th overall pick, 11th overall pick, Jamie Arnold. Adding to our stack of big name first rounders, already getting refractors on the board, a box and a half in. Starting off here, we have a Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez back on the board, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Antonio Jimenez, Yoswar Gonzalez, Miguel Sima, Doyle Prize Prospects, Gavin Fine, and Andrew Salas refractors. So Salas getting a refractor, and Gavin Fine, I think, for the second time getting a refractor. For the other Gavin, now we need a Gavin Killen, a fun Gavin Killen for Lucas. I want to see some gold ink too. Is there anything? Do they come out of any box? Like, could that pull out of hobby or supers? That's two Seth Hernandez's on the board already. Ooh, how about orange? We'd take orange. That I don't think will be in the auto spot. I think they're both going to be in the last row. It is not, but it is Carson Benj. Wow. Congrats, Carson Benj spot. That is awesome. Orange color match, 4 of 25 for the Mets top hitting prospect, and maybe their starting left fielder this year. Behind that, it looks like we might have an auto, Bryce Rayner. Okay, interesting. Bryce Rayner, Acromatics autograph refractor, number to 250 auto. It's the second one of Bryce Rayner we've pulled. We pulled a gold of him last time. Gabe Davis Chrome, Josh Hammond, Matthew Fisher, Ethan Petrie, Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Yoandy Morales, Ike Irish Draft Night, Matthew Barr, and Anthony Ianson refractors. So our second autograph is Bryce Rayner. Two very good names to start us off with, the Parker and the Bryce Rayner, and a beautiful Carson Benj orange color match as I try and top load it in the wrong side of the top loader. Let's see. Let's pull down the Caleb wing, and we'll put that orange Benj up on the stand. Always love a good Mets color match. I think the last orange Met we might have pulled was Christopher Suero out of Bowman Chrome in an auto. And we are having a pretty nice break tonight. Really nice hobby boxes. If we can get one more nice auto out of these hobby boxes, then we'll be looking good going into the Super. Sky Blue, Ethan Hedges paper. 351 of 499, Nate George, Joseph Zerwa, Tyson Lewis, Max Ballou, JT Quinn, Walker Yannick, JD Thompson, Eli Willits getting another insert. A lot of inserts of Eli Willits. Second, Cade Anderson refractor and Elian Pena refractor. Speaking of Mets out of recent releases, Elian Pena, we'll see how he does in his second year, assuming he'll probably start the year in low A, St. Lucie, after how well he performed in the complex last year. One more auto to go. We already have some orange out of this one, so let's see what else we can pull out of hobby box number 2. Base here, starting with Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby back on the board in Chrome, Ryan Waldschmidt, Kane Kepley, Ryan Weidman, Esmerin Valdez, Aaron Walton. There's Gavin Killen again in an in-action insert. Quentin Young and Adonis Guzman. Second refractor for Quentin Young, I believe. We have a base auto as our final auto here, and it's a first rounder, Marcus Phillips. So Bryce Rayner, Marcus Phillips, and JoJo Parker, the autos in Takumi's box. Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodice, Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, and Caleb Bonemer in Chrome, Shotaro Mori prize prospects and refractors of Cam Caminiti and Liam Doyle, first time on the board with a refractor. Nice first round auto there for Phillips. Can't do too much better than that out of the 3 autos out of a hobby box. Definitely one of the better auto boxes we've seen out of a three auto box. Who do we still have available free agent wise? Is Framber Valdez still out there? Did anybody make a move for him yet? We have at least one more color hit coming. We have a true blue. That is not an auto. Sebastian Walcott. Any Sebastian Walcott refractor is a good one, being that he didn't have any first autos. Puts a little extra value on a lot of his cards. 102 of 150 on the true blue color match Walcott. Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, Travis Bazzana, Aaron Watson, Murph Gray, Eduardo Quintero, Trevor Cohen, Connor Griffin prize prospects, Michael Oliveto, and Peter Cuso refractors. 1 out of every 1,707 for hobby. Is that Takumi? Is that the gold ink likelihood? Framber is still out there. Any rumors on where he might end up? Gold ink. Oh, right, that is. Yep, gold ink should be in hobbies, jumbos, and Breaker's Delight. Thanks for looking that up. And we're going to have one more X-Fractor to finish off. So the hits keep going out of the hobby, and Mike Sirota gets another one. X-Fractor of Sirota, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Carson Benj, Brian Curley, Spencer Jones, Steel Hall Axis, and refractors of Lugo and Max Williams to finish off the hobby boxes. Sirota getting 2 hits out of that one, a blue color match paper and an X-Fractor. Kyson Witherspoon adding, I believe, his second, and Caden Bodine getting on the board for the first time for the other first-round catcher for the Orioles. Let me just shift over some of these stacks so we have enough for all of the cards coming out of the Super. We pulled 2 achromatic autographs out of our first break, and we had not pulled another one since that first break, now in break number 14. So, interesting distribution of those. And let's get to the Super. 5 more autos to go. Gino Suarez is still out there. That's for some reason I thought he had re-signed with the Mariners for a while, and then realized that he hadn't after somebody mentioned it in here. Did the Mariners re-sign somebody that they had traded for, and that's why I'm confused? Was confusing it with Eugenio Suarez. My sleeper picks for this product. I haven't thought of it a ton. Somebody had asked me one other time, and I did a little bit of research. I still need to do a lot more research on this 2025 draft class, so I have opinions beyond the obvious, like, early first rounders. But Devin Taylor is definitely one guy that stood out for me as a guy who might have sneaky power, which you always love in the hobby. So he's somebody who wasn't selling crazy high because he wasn't a first rounder. That might be a chase of mine. Naylor is the one who resigned. Okay, so I didn't just make things up in my head totally. All right, starting off the Super. I went to the bottom. I believe that might be where the auto is. I don't remember. All right, starting off the Super. Let me just slide these over a little bit. And skimming through the paper, we have a green prize prospects. So we had never had a prize prospect color before, and now we have 2, a gold Kilby and now a green Connor Phillips. Nice hit there. 31 of 99 for the number 1 prospect in baseball. Kason Cunningham Axis, Shitaro Mori, Riley Quick, Slade Caldwell, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnolds, Christian Fauch, Liam Doyle, Peter Cusseau, Cam Caminiti, Michael Olavito, a lot of first rounders in this one, Yosua Lugo, Gavin Fine, Matt Barr, Cade Anderson, more first rounders, Sean Youngerman, Cade Obermueller, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, Cash Mayfields, and Gustavo Melendez. So very nice first pack there. I guess the autos are in the top half. Connor Phillips Griffin. Did I say Connor Phillips? Or is that actually a nickname of his rather than something I just made up out of thin air? Lots of big name first rounders coming out of that first pack. Bremner. I said it. Whoops. Who's Connor Phillips? Where did I pull that one from? We pulled one Tyler Bremner Chrome early on. I don't think we've said his name since. So on the board, but still look for a nice hit for him. See our first auto out of the Super. And it looks like it's going to be another number to 199. I see a foot there. Let's see if that means it's a pitcher. We have Tate Southesine starting things off with the draft night. JJ Weatherholt prize prospects, Sebastian Walcott Chrome, Mason Peters, Yoandy Morales, JT Quinn, Walker Yannick, JD Thompson, Alfredo Duno, JB Middleton, Rainiel Rodriguez, Joshua Flores, Johnny Farmello, Mason McConaughey, Arjun Namala, Quentin Young, Jackson Wiggins, Chase Shores, and our first auto is Matthew Fisher to 199, 44 of 199 there. Refractors of Sakura, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda-Grauer, and AJ Russell. So I feel like we're seeing some of the same names coming up for a third time in the jumbo. We'll see what kind of distribution we end up getting as we get deeper into this one. Connor Phillips. Oh, Reds pitcher. That's, yep. I have a true blue of his sitting somewhere in I think I got it graded in like a Beckett a Beckett slab at one point years ago in like one of my first grading orders ever. It was a 2020 first. We have a purple starting off here, Yosua Lugo, numbered 59 of 250. Xavier Nines Axis, Xavier Nines Chrome for the first time, Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker back on the board, Aiden West, speaking of Devin Taylor, there he is, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins, Arun Escobar, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, Matthew Fisher, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph Zerwa, Ike Irish Refractor, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, and Ryan Waldschmidt. So Kilby continuing his pretty nice night. 2 chromes, 1 refractor, and a gold insert. Maldonado. Ike Irish has a few hits tonight as well. Hammond. Yost. All names we've said already, except Xavier Nines in chrome. And let's open up some more top loaders to get the Lugo sleeved up. The JoJo is a big hit. See if we can get anything outdoes that tonight. It would have to be huge. Takumi, who are your big chases tonight? Well, we have TCU actually staying in this game with Houston in the background. I don't know if anybody clocked that was the game that was on in the back tonight. Let's see auto number 2 out of the Super. It looks like a base. Draft night, we got a Mitch Voigt. Shotaro Mori prize prospects, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda-Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs. There's Mitch Voigt in a base chrome, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Gavin Turley, Travis Bazzana, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Kyle Lodice getting the base auto. Interesting looking signature there. A little KL squiggle. Matthew Miura refractor. Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, and speaking of Tyler Bremner, there we go. Not exactly a 1 of 1, but a refractor on the board for the 2nd overall pick. Leave up the top load the JoJo Parker. We'll top load the Ethan Conrad as well. Take a nice Gurvich for Takumi. I think we saw a couple in base already. Gage Wood, Yost, Voigt, Arnold, Fine, autos. We got Gage Wood color at least out of the first box. Let's see if we can get something else. Seth Hernandez, Kyson Witherspoon, Caden Bodine, and Mitch Voigt. Chromes. And Seth Hernandez in the base chrome. Kyle Lodice, can't forget that, in the base auto. So one base auto, one aqua numbered to 199. Third rounder there. Not going to lie, you were pissed when they went with him over Cade. That's Bremner, you mean? Are you Films? You an LA guy? Let's see. We have a couple of refractors coming up here, starting with an X-fractor of Michael Salina. Xavier Nines on the draft night. Dean Moss on the speckle. JoJo Parker Axis. Cade Crossland Chrome. Luke Dickerson. Nolan Sailors. Brody Brecht. Josh Owens. Shortstop pitcher. There it is. Kalen Culpepper. Cooper Fleming, the other shortstop pitcher. Jefferson Rojas. Zach Root. Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin, Yandel Ricardo, Nate Sneed, Ryan Sloan, Colin Yeaman, Carlos Legrande, Billy Carlson on the board for the third time in 3 boxes. Refractors of Malcolm Moore, Dean Curley, Kyle Lodice, and Mike Sirota. Lodice and Curley first refractors. Carlson first chrome yet again. Root and Speckle, Dean Moss. Non-numbered refractor for the Tampa Bay prospect and non-numbered X-fractor for Michael Salina. And let's see, auto number 3 of the Super Jumbo. What we need is more Curly Martha. Gavin going with the legend there, Curly Martha, Brian's guy. How often does Brian talk about Curly Martha in his breaks? We have a George Lombard Jr. prize prospect. Steele Hall, nice hit there on the sky blue paper to $4.99. Max Williams, chrome. Andrew Salas, Anthony Ianson, Elian Pena, Cameron Millar, Connor Griffin back on the board, Riley Kelly, JJ Weatherholtz, Charlie Condon, Mason Neville, Yolfran Castillo with the sick eye black, Caden Kent, Johnny Lavelle, Titan Gray, Jacob Reimer, Landon Harmon, Kyson Witherspoon, another first round Boston pitcher getting an autograph. Refractors of James Tibbs, Mitch Voigt, Tommy Troy, and Patrick Forbes. Voigt, Forbes, refractors. Chrome Connor Griffin, and base chrome auto of Kyson Witherspoon. So we'll get a Boston first round pitcher on both sides of the stand tonight. And we have 2 more to go. He was all over him last year. Yeah, he definitely has the world's #1 Curly Martha collection. We have a mini diamonds refractor coming up here. And once again, it's a prize prospect. This time, JoJo Parker, mini diamond number 8 of 150 for Parker. What pick was Parker? 8. So there's a draft pick match. So that's fun. I don't know that I've ever pulled a draft pick number match to a serial number on a card before, and I've checked quite a few times. So that could be a first for us. JoJo Parker getting the Mini Diamond Prize Prospects refractor. Shitaro Mori Axis, Murph Gray, Eduardo Quintero, Trevor Cohen, more Carson Bench hits, Brian Curley, Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez, Yoswar Gonzalez, Miguel Sima back on the board for the first time in a while, Tommy White, Nick Becker, Hagen Smith, Taylor Franklin, Blake Mitchell, Griffin Hughes, Bryce Cunningham, Landon Hoge, refractors, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, and Jack Gurovich. So there's something for Gurovich. And more fun hits for JoJo Parker. Nice Parker break. And I almost forgot about the Steel Hall at the beginning of the pack. So that was actually, despite the fact that we didn't hit many first rounders in Chroma refractors, that was a pretty nice pack there between the Parker and the Steel Hall. All right, one more top half and one more full pack to go. Two more autos to go. First one is going to be, looks like another number to 199. This will be our third number to 199 of the night. Looks like another Aqua Lava. We have an Eli Willits. I think that's his fourth insert that we've hit for Willits tonight. I think all different ones too. In action on the Willits. Liam Doyle, Prize Prospects. Mason Morris, Chrome. Eduardo Tait. Kason Cunningham. Josiah Hartshorn. Steel Hall. CJ Gray. Ryan Mitchell. Caleb Bonemer. J.R. Ritchie. Sean Gamble. Luke LaCourse. There's our first Eli Willits Chrome. Caleb Lays. Gage Wood, Grant Richardson, Charles Duvallin, and Jake Cook, numbered 118 of 199 on the Aqua Lava Refractor Auto. Dante Nori, Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, and Dominic Furtan on the refractors. And we have one more to go. We have two base and two aqua, or two teal lava, I think it is. Autos on the board so far in this one. So we'll see which way it goes with the last one, whether we get one more number or we end up with three base autos out of the jumbo box. Willits getting some cards. A couple of cards in that one for Willits. Gamble, Steel Hall. Second time, I believe, for Steel Hall. Feels like Cook has been hitting fairly regularly. I was thinking the same thing, Takumi. We have definitely hit a bunch of Jake Cook. Let's see, 118, and he is the 81st overall pick. Early third rounder, I mean. Last pack mojo. Takumi calling it now. I will throw it out there again. I haven't mentioned it yet in this break. We are planning on doing a hot ice get together at a spring breakout game again this year. This year we're looking at Arizona. I'm trying to probably book my tickets sometime this week so I could get on buying tickets to the game. So if anybody is in the Arizona area and wants to join us at either the Diamondbacks Cubs or Brewers Mariners game, feel free to reply, reach out. Love to have as many people there as possible. And we're starting off this pack with another Eli Willits insert. Ton of them tonight. Behind that, we have a titanium, good-looking titanium. I guess that's a color match on the White Sox jersey. Really nice night for Kyle Lodi, 17 of 100 there. We already have an auto out for him as well. Gavin Killen, Axis, and Charlie Condon on the sky blue paper. Luis Pena, Chrome, Cody Miller, Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Dakota Jordan, Ryan Weidman, Esmerin Valdez, Aaron Walton, Max Clark, Theo Gielan, Dean Livingston, Teron Lorenzo, Dean Moss, Josue Briseño, Malachi Witherspoon, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, Kyson Witherspoon On the refractor, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, and Kane Kepley. Wow, what a refractor pack that was. All firsts, 2 first-round pitchers, including Seth Hernandez, who I think might be on the board for the 3rd time with a refractor now tonight. And Witherspoon having a really nice night for the 15th overall pick. Condon and Lodice adding hits as well in the last bottom pack. And now let's see the last auto of the break. White Sox made some moves. I know. I was actually thinking that the other day too. I feel like the White Sox might be a respectable team for the first time in a few years, or at least not a total embarrassment. Hope for Luis Angel Acuna's sake. Feel free to pull another JoJo for you. Wouldn't hate that. It looks like whatever it is going to be a base auto, and I think I see a foot. Is that a? Oh wait, no, that's the refractor that has the foot. So could still be anything on that last auto. Starting off, we have another Connor Griffin, prize prospects, the one that we pulled the green of earlier. Ethan Frey, James Ellwanger, Felnian Celestin. There's a Gavin Killen Chrome, Sean Episcope, Tate Southacene, Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook, Tyson Lewis, Max Ballou, Shinseng Ko, Dominic Reed, Rock Riggio, Cody Bowker, Leo DeVries. Let's see. Let's go to the refractors first. Johnny Slawinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison. Oh, and Michael Salina. And then behind the Monroe, the last hit is going to be Aaron Watson. First time we've pulled an auto of Aaron Watson, pitching prospect for the Reds. Not the biggest way we've ever finished out hit-wise, but all in all, nice break tonight. Really nice break with the hobby boxes, the jumbo box, the super box. I think all of our hits that were in the display came from the hobbies, besides the Jake Cook and Kyson Witherspoon. We'll recap the hits from tonight. Brian is back again tomorrow night with another half case of hobby. I think that's a fresh case that he's starting tomorrow night. And then I'm going to be back with another half case of jumbos on Sunday. So 15 more autographs on Sunday for me. And maybe we could find the Marino on Sunday. I'm a Dolphins fan. I would love to make that happen. All right, let's recap the hits from tonight. Was that a Billy Carlson? Billy Carlson got a bunch of Billy Carlson chromes. All right, let's see. Let me try and put these in some order. We have let me just do it this way first before I go through all of these. Good variety of firsts in this one. A couple of guys repeated a few times. So starting off, we had 3 Billy Carlsons, 2 Dax Kilbys, 1 Eli Willits, 1 Gavin Fine, 2 Gavin Killens, 1 Liam. Oh, no. We're going alphabetically. 2 JoJo Parkers, 1 Kate Anderson, 1 Liam Doyle, 3 Seth Hernandez's, 2 Steele Halls, 1 Tyler Bremner, and 1 Xavier Nyans in base chrome out of the biggest names in the product. I'd want to see a Sadahara Ode as well. I want to see some gold ink, really. Thanks to anybody who's logging off before the recap finishes. In terms of refractors of the big names, not as much variety there, but we had 1 Dax Kilby, 1 Ethan Conrad, 2 Gavin Fines, 1 Jamie Arnold, 2 Cade Andersons, 1 Liam Doyle, 1 Seth Hernandez, and 1 Tyler Bremner. The non-numbered refractors, we had Michael Selena, Dean Moss. Selena was an X-Fractor, Dean Moss Speckle, and then X-Fractors of Mike Sirota, Nate Sneed, and Yandel Ricardo. We had a Kyle Lodice titanium numbered to 100. Charlie Condon sky blue paper, Steele Hall sky blue paper, JoJo Parker on the mini diamond prize prospects numbered jersey number 8 of 150. Lodice, actually put that to the back. Yosua Lugo, purple, chrome, Connor Griffin, prize prospects number to 99 green, Sebastian Walcott true blue chrome. Color match on that one. Ethan Hedges sky blue paper, Gage Wood green to 99 chrome color match for Caleb Wing as well on the blue number to 150. Mike Sirota, another blue color match to 150. Landon Vidoric sky blue. Landon Vidoric purple refractor chrome. Travis Sikora sky blue chrome. Hagen Smith purple chrome. Dax Kilby on the prize prospects gold 5 of 50. Tommy White color match green paper. Rainiel Rodriguez blue paper. Aaron Watson, Kyle Lodice, and Cooper Fleming base autos. Matthew Fisher, teal lava, 44 of 199 auto. Our 2 first-round Red Sox pitchers getting autographs, Marcus Phillips and Kyson Witherspoon, both base. Jake Cook, teal lava, number 118 of 199 auto. Bryce Rayner getting the Acromatics auto numbered 167 of 250 on the refractor. Let's go Riley Quick after that. First rounder getting our first auto of the night, number 69 of 150 Blue Wave. Titan Gray, our only auto numbered under 100, number 35 of 71 for Titan Gray. Carson Benj on the non-first orange chrome refractor, number 4 of 25. And JoJo Parker getting the hit of the night again with the 191 of 199 teal lava or teal wave refractor auto. All right. Thanks, Darren. Thanks to Kumi. Thank you, everybody who joined the break tonight. We will catch you guys on issue breaks tomorrow. And then after that, we will be back on Sunday. So a couple nights off after tomorrow night. We'll catch you guys over the weekend. Have a good night.